Hello, everyone. This is Stacy with Do More 24 Delaware 2024. I am have the pleasure today of sitting here with Melissa Bryson, and she is with ACLU Delaware. Melissa is going to share with us a little bit about ACLU and talk about how Do More 24 Delaware has helped her organization. So, Melissa, if you don't mind, if you could please start off with sharing a little bit about the mission of the ACLU.
Great. Yeah. So I'm Melissa Bryson, the development director at the ACLU of Delaware. That's the American Civil Liberties Union of Delaware, if you don't know what that stands for. And so the mission of the ACLU of Delaware is really to preserve and to advance our civil liberties in the state of Delaware. We do this through a unique tactic, and that is integrated advocacy. And integrated advocacy is where we don't just look to get involved in bills, we don't just look to get involved in the community, we don't just look to get involved in educating, we do it all. And each of those things has to complement the other to create the best outcome. So we're very unique in that way, and our organization covers a breadth of issues from voting rights to reproductive rights to prisoners' rights to criminal justice issues. If you have a social issue, we probably touch it in some way or another. So we're really excited to be engaged with Do More 24 again this year, and we're just thrilled to be here.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing what you do, because that's so important. You're impacting the community on so many levels, on so many different levels. If you don't mind, could you share with us maybe some specific goals and objectives that you have for your organization, and how Do More 24 has been instrumental in helping you meet those goals and objectives?
Yeah, absolutely. So some people, when they hear the ACLU of Delaware, they think litigation, they think lawsuits. And yes, we absolutely do. You know, if there is a trans student who isn't able to access a bathroom, if there is a someone who is incarcerated who is being denied health care or being denied just the right of humanity, you know, we do step in with litigation, and that is one part of what we do. But everything that we do comes from the community, whether it's immigrants telling us this is what we need, this is what we're not getting, or whether it's folks who are being harassed by the police or treated in an inhumane way on the streets of, say, Wilmington or Dover. The criminalization of poverty is a really big one for us in Dover, making sure that loitering laws and other things that criminalize folks who have insecure housing aren't used in a way that further disadvantages someone who already is in a system that is set up against them. So everything that we do is coming back to, you know, what can we do to push the goals and objectives of the ACLU? And those goals and objectives are preserving and advancing the Constitution, making sure that the rights that you are owed by living in the United States of the United States is preserved, making sure that you can do those things and have access to those things like voting and the right to your body and the right to stand on the street and not be harassed by police. These are all things that are really valuable to us. And the community is really where we hear the biggest, most pressing issues. And we want to be guided by them. We do a lot of things like town halls to hear from folks. What are your interactions with the local police? Or what is your experience being on probation? How are you being treated? What could be done within these systems so that you are able to thrive regardless? And those are really where we put our efforts. And again, through so many different modes of action. Yeah.
That's awesome, Melissa. I mean, the work is definitely needed, because everyone deserves, of course, to have their rights preserved and upheld. So thank you for sharing that. It's very important work that you're doing, and it has a huge impact on the community. So that's awesome. I do want to ask you also, if you don't mind, share with me, if you had an opportunity to talk about your experience that you've had with raising funds through Do More 24 Delaware. with other nonprofits, what would you suggest or say to them, to a nonprofit that hasn't utilized the platform?
Oh man, if you're a nonprofit that hasn't signed up for Do More 24 yet, do it. Get on it. As one fundraiser or nonprofit staff to another, you know that we wear many hats. You know that we have many things on our plates and there are many needs that our community has. Being able to have, Spur Impact and United Way of Delaware take on the programming and the general marketing and all of that baseline part of events is huge. You're essentially taking one of my hats and I am giving it away to you for the time of Do More 24. That, I get to spend my time talking with donors. I get to spend my time talking with supporters about how are we impacting your life? How can we impact your life in a way we're not yet? That's the work I want to be doing. Not that I don't, value the systems and the marketing, but I want to be out there talking with the people and I want to be out there inspiring our supporters to inspire their networks. And I just see no better opportunity in Delaware than Do More 24 to have a great fun platform to be able to do that. I think one of my favorite parts about Do More 24 is y'all get all these fabulous sponsorships and bonus opportunities. And I didn't have to do anything extra for it. All I had to do was everything that I love to do about fundraising, everything that I love to do about working for a nonprofit. And during that work, we get extra rewards. And that to me, as an organizer, as a fundraiser, as a nonprofit staff member, is huge, huge that you guys take that on and you find a way to put that all back into the community. It's to me, it's an incredible campaign, and I'm just really grateful that we have it in Delaware, and that we keep making it better every year.
Well, thank you so very much for all of that information and your enthusiasm and excitement about the day. We totally look forward to participating and working along with you for March 7th and 8th of 2024. That is the date of Do More 24 Delaware for 2024. Melissa, listen, thank you for being here with me today and sharing your information about the ACLU Delaware and encouraging other nonprofits to participate in the day. We really appreciate you and thank you so much for all the work that you're doing. It's very important work and we really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you too. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Everyone, please save the date, March 7th and 8th, Do More 24 Delaware 2024. And we look forward to seeing you next time.